Welcome back to the List Building Lifestyle. I'm your host, Igor Kafetz. And I want to share with you a part of an interview that I've done with my student, David Deco. I've shared with you a few so far, but this one, I think it's my favorite because David's really drilling into how I run my promotions, my affiliate promotions to my email list. And in about 11 minutes or so, we touch on so many different important aspects of an affiliate promotion whenever you run one to any list, and that is bonuses, that is deadlines, frames or angles, the length of the promotion, like should it be a short one or a longer one, and how does the length of the promo affect the sale. It's a jam-packed episode. Like the fact that it's a short one really really doesn't matter, because in those 11 minutes I dispense a lot of really important information, the kind of information you probably won't even get in a paid coaching program, because these are from the trenches, what's working right now, kind of secrets. So I wanted to share this with you. You will find it very useful if you already have an email list and you've been trying to run affiliate promotions without success. And also, another caveat is you can use these tips and techniques running non-affiliate offers. So if you've got an e-commerce list, or you're a coach or consultant and you're promoting a product or service of your own, and you want to run a promotion, like a fairly quick promotion, maybe 4, 5, 7-day promotion that'll put some money in your pocket, this will be very useful to you. Very useful. So again, this is something I pulled out from the archives. It's something I never published publicly, and I'm giving it to you today because I feel it's just going to help you make a lot more money. So enjoy. I'm Igor Kafetz, and this is the List Building Lifestyle, the podcast for anyone who wants to build a wildly profitable email list working from home. If you'd like to make 6 figures, travel the world, and help people improve their lives in the process, this podcast is for you. I also invite you to claim a free copy of my best-selling book, The List Building Lifestyle: Confessions of an Email Millionaire, at igorsbook.com. Get the free book plus $3,000 bonus package that includes my best capture page templates, email swipe files, and traffic blueprints. Visit www.igorsbook.com for details. And now, it's time to claim your list building lifestyle.
Igor, so you do multiple frames per promotion now. Typically, how long do promotions run for you? Like, is it a couple days long thing? Is it a week long? Is it a month long? Like, what's a typical promotion?
A typical promo usually runs about a week.
A week.
I used to run promotions without a deadline and without limiting it, because I thought that by limiting, I will lose out on the sales. But what I found out is that by actually putting a deadline onto the promo, I end up always making more sales. And a lot of times, most of those sales come on the last day of the promotion. Something about deadlines that just move people into action. Probably, the fear of missing out, and the fact that you're not afraid of taking it away, meaning that you're not as needy or not as desperate to sell, which in and of itself is a very is a very good thing to present to your customers, that you're not really, in need for them to buy from you. Like, they can choose to buy from you, and they buy, great. It's great for them. It's good for me. Everybody wins. But if they're not going to buy, I'm not going to lose sleep at night. So by putting a deadline on your promos, you sort of project that to your target market, and you, as a result, end up making more sales.
So a week long is typical. So now you've got let's say you picked a product, the ratios work as far as the numbers. It's a match for your list. You kind of outlined multiple angles for it. What do you do next? Do you queue up the emails in the autoresponder and just send those out, or do you send them to a specific page with a video on it, or what? How do you what would be a good place to start? Like, if you were, for example, if you were training me today on how to do my first promo, how would you? What should I be doing?
Okay, so there's 2 ways to approach it. If I was training you from scratch today, I'm not sure whether you'd be comfortable getting on video. Now, if you weren't, what I would suggest you do, you create those frames and you write the emails and invite people to either a webinar that's done by the product creator, Or if there's no opportunity to do a webinar, then just mail to a sales page directly. And I would do that for 7 days, every single time coming up with a different frame, right? Every single day, like once a day or twice a day. And I'll just frame until I find the one frame that hits, right? So for every person, it's going to be a different frame. And that's if you're not comfortable with video or building pages. Now, if you're a little bit more advanced and you are comfortable with doing videos and building like super basic pages in something like ClickFunnels, for example, or any kind of drag and drop builder like WordPress, doesn't really matter what it is. And the page doesn't even need to be pretty. It can be super ugly, by the way. What I would recommend you do is you would turn your frame marketing into videos. So rather than writing a 500-word email with your frame and a bridge to a solution, I would do the same thing, only I would say it into a camera. Even like this, whether showing my face, whether doing like a screen capture, doesn't matter, but I would basically speak out my emails into video, and I would make a call to action in the video to sign up to either go buy the offer or sign up to a webinar. Now, just for the interest of full disclosure, all the promos I ran this year all revolved around a webinar because they all sold a high-ticket program. Remember, when I choose something to promote, I want to make sure I'm making lots of money. So I usually choose high-ticket offers, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, $5,000. So when you want to sell something as expensive as that, a webinar is what works best. But if I was promoting a $50 item, I wouldn't do a webinar. I would do frame videos. Again, like I said, 3 videos. So email to a page that contains the video, and underneath the video, I would place a link to go and buy the product. That would be, it would be very simplistic, and this strategy is called actually the triangle of trust.
Right. So essentially, the email becomes like the page. So the subject line is the title. And in the email itself, you just kind of type whatever the frame is and stuff. But as far as the pages go, guys, I've all of my pages. Even to this day, I do a bunch of these videos, and it's never nothing more than just a title, a video, and a button. That's it. Like, there's no fancy graphics, there's no fancy backgrounds, I've tried all the fancy stuff, but it's a ton of work and it never converts more than the regular stuff. So for me, 3 elements: title, video, button. That's it. So as far as bonuses, Igor, what's your take on bonuses? What are some of your favorite bonuses to offer, or maybe some of the ones that work best for you?
Yeah, so bonuses, I try to create a custom bonus for each campaign that I run. So usually what happens is when I do a webinar campaign, I first mail to the live webinar, and then we have a time frame, maybe 1 or 2 days, where we offer a replay of the webinar. And what I usually do is before I send people to the replay, I'll send them to a page where I would tell them about the bonus. So I want them to go and see the replay, already excited about the bonus they're going to get, shall they choose to invest in the program. And so bonuses, I really don't have a framework for it. I usually go off of what feels right to me. And there's 2 criteria that I use to create it. The first criteria is I ask myself who's buying, right? So if I know that whoever is buying is interested in list building, then I can even offer a bonus that's not related to the program that I'm marketing. So for example, if I'm marketing an AdSense related program, but I can offer a list building bonus simply because I know that whoever is coming onto that page is probably interested in list building because they've been subscribing to my list. Now, the second strategy is to focus on the product itself and see what is that product helping them do and how can I help them do it better. I remember this one particular program I promoted that instructed people to post things on Facebook. And so what I've done was I said, look, I don't agree with the Facebook posting strategy. I don't think Facebook posting is what's going to work for you. And I don't necessarily support that particular element of the program. But 90% of that program I do agree with and I do support it. So instead of you getting Facebook traffic, let me do something special for you, and I'll give you some actual traffic from my list. And I would mail my list with your link. So that was actually a blockbuster bonus. That allowed me to create lots of sales. Now, of course, if you're just getting started, you may not have your own traffic service. and you may not have many of the ideas. So the best way for you, the best type of bonus for you to offer to other people is information. Okay, information products. And one of the easiest ways to create a bonus if you're super duper brand new is record interviews with experts, be it experts who created the product or who operate in the same niche as the product creator, or just general experts, people that you think that your list will be happy to hear from.
When would you recommend for someone to graduate from just promoting regular kind of products to starting to promote webinar products? Like when is that kind of a good transition? Because I know that you certainly didn't start with webinar products. It's something that you started, doing maybe just recently.
So you see, what's going to happen is you're first going to promote a lower ticket items, and at some point you're going to get so good at it that you're going to feel that you're being underpaid, because you'd be referring lots of sales, but at the end of the day, your income will stop growing. So you'll sort of get really used to making $300 a day or $500 a day, and it almost becomes mundane to you, because you'd be like, you'll feel inside that you can do more than that. So when that happens, it's time to graduate to promote high ticket items through webinar campaigns. And that's, until then, I wouldn't go there. Until then, I would not promote webinars, because it's very advanced, very you don't even get to enter that world unless you got connections in that world. So to promote other people's webinars, you do need to prove to them that you have a huge list and that list actually buys, yada, yada. So to start, I would recommend using the same framework that we've talked about today, but promoting lower ticket items, which is going to be super easy for you. And the moment you've got some proven track record with those, that's when you can start considering kind of laying over into the webinar scene as well, maybe on a part-time basis, maybe doing one webinar every couple of months. Because again, one successful webinar, you walk away with $5, $10, $15, $20,000. I mean, my first webinar campaign that I promoted, I clearly remember it now. It was for Daniel Levis's Email Alchemy. I had a list of 8,000 prospects. Okay, I mailed it to just a list of 8,000 prospects. And it was a week-long campaign with a live webinar, encore webinar, and a replay sequence. And I created the frame videos, but I never gave away any bonuses. I didn't do anything special in the back end. I walked away with $5,700. That blew me away, because that was the most I've ever earned from an affiliate promotion in the span of just 7 days. Because until then, I was used to promoting $27 items that paid me $13 commissions. So to make $5,700 with those, I have to literally sell thousands. So yeah, there you go. That's that. You will know that right time.
Don't you get hit up almost every day now, Igor, about different promos and stuff?
Every single day. People know, they see my name on the leaderboard, so they literally start messaging me. It's like they try to befriend me. They're like, "Oh, I have a launch coming up on the 19th. Oh, I have a launch coming up this and this." They don't even ask me if I want to promote. They're like just assuming that I'm a serial promoter. But yeah, like the feeling you get when you're like the prettiest girl at the prom. It's sweet. I like it.
One of the things that kind of came to mind, and that the other day, where it just kind of an interesting thing was, you gotta start thinking about what are some of the actions that you do today that will determine your path moving forward. Like, sure, you could start doing this type of traffic or that type of traffic, but if you start looking at, like, example, where Igor chose to spend his time back when he first got started and what it evolved to now, that's the potential. So don't pick something that has no potential of growing further. Pick something that can evolve into something huge and big, and you can take it as big as you want to. And email marketing can certainly be one of those things.
Thank you for listening to The List Building Lifestyle. Get access to the previous episodes, transcript of today's show, as well as other exclusive content at listbuildinglifestyleshow.com. Also remember to claim your free copy of my best-selling book at www.igorsbook.com. It explains how I made millions with list building starting from scratch. Plus, I'll give you $3,000 worth of free bonuses, including my best landing page templates, email swipe files, and traffic blueprints. Go to www.igorsbook.com now to claim your free package.